Welcome back to the second video, Nana. Now, in this video, we are going to come across aerotropolis, where different aerotropolises are existing, and international, national, that is within our country. Apart from that, we are going to come across a topic called why settlements will be changing frequently. Got it, Nana? So, why settlements will be changing? In that only, we will come across certain particular concept called the plan, master plan. What is master plan? Why it will be made? And what is the fate of master plans made in India? These all, and why they fail. Why they fail, where they are not getting implemented very perfectly, even the plan is made. These are all things we are going to come across in this video, Nana. Right, I started now here. Aerotropolis we came across, Nana, that is airport-centered city, a city that gets developed around an airport. The biggest aerotropolis in the world is Dubai. Arab Emirates. Dubai International Airport. International Airport is the biggest aerotropolis, largest aerotropolis. We have many others. Suvarnabhumi International Airport. Suvarnabhumi means our Telugu youth don't think Telugu. It is Thailand, Bangkok, in Bangkok, Thailand. Got it? So, apart from that, Suvarnabhumi, Cairo, Egypt capital, Cairo, in African country, Northeast African country, Egypt, its capital Cairo International Airport. And we have an international airport at London called Heathrow International Airport. It is also an aerotropolis. And another thing is, in India also we have 5 aerotropolis, and something special about that is Kempegowda International Airport in Bangalore, Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in India, in Hyderabad. Specialty about Rajiv Gandhi International Airport is even it's having an industrial park also, Nana. Means, if industrial park is there, land will be allotted to the industries. Industries can easily carry on their business activity also. And they will have a safety and security provided by Airport Authority of India. Got it? So, in this way, it will be easy for the industries to carry their operations, their meetings and so on, and they can push off once that gets completed. And such a thing will be attracting the different entrepreneurs from different parts of the country, right? Apart from that, Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, and another airport was made at Kolkata. Name was some A, starts with A, right? In this way, we have 5 international at Bombay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminal, right? So 5 international airports are there. We have 18 international airports are there in India, but 5 are airports. Got it, Nana? 125 airports are there in India, Nana. They are operating different domestic. 78 are there domestic operations which carry. Some L1 are there with customs related to the customs, and remaining are there with the defense, Nana. Defense enclaves there. What it air that what we can call in Punjab, recently Pathankot, there was an attack now, right? So now we come to why settlement. This is about aerotropolis. What I got concluded now. That is international aerotropolis and national aerotropolis. What are they? I mentioned. Now I am going to say about why settlements, a concept, why settlements change. In this we will come across Marshall Plan, right? Why settlements change? Generally, people will be moving in search of livelihood, for the sake of livelihood. Generally, that means employment. Certain times I may have employment in Kumbh, but better employment according to my caliber, I may get better employment in Hyderabad. That's why I'll be moving to Hyderabad. Better employment opportunities. For the sake of education, yeah, here we have only up to graduation, engineering or something. For post graduation, we have to move to some other place. So the people will be moving to other place, and they will make their settlement there because of what? Because of what we call education. And at times medical facilities are not available here, proper medical facilities. We will move to that place where that proper medical facilities are available. So settlements will be changing because of what? For the sake of employment, better employment, and for the sake of education, for the sake of dispensary. Dispensary means medical and health care. Hospital is called dispensary, medical and health care. And at times family matters also, family feuds. Family feuds means I and my brother got divided, so I don't want to be here with my brother, I'll move to some other part. Got it? So in this way, generally the people will be made changing their share settlements. In our subject, a case study of Delhi is given. How Delhi's population got increased in leaps and bounds in course of time, and what problems it will bring. Got it? Delhi was very important place for India from 5,000 years and above, we can say. Mahabharata, Hastinapura. From then, Hastinapura. From then onward, it was very key place for administrative aspect, political administration. But when political administration gets so carried over from there, up to I think in a little period it was during the time of Britishers, it wasn't capital up to 1911. Kolkata was made as capital of British India for a long time, but in 1911 again Britishers opted for Delhi only because of its geographical location to extend their control on entire India. Right. So Delhi was having that prominence from historical times. So this Delhi, after we got our independence in 1947, all the important offices, ministers' quarters, ministers' residences, parliament house, lawmaking body, highest lawmaking body, highest judicial body, apex court, Supreme Court existing over there, and secretariats of these important administrative units being there, made people from different parts of the country to come and settle over there. And when they got settled over there, what happened is, the people who come in search of employment belonging to service classes, they started coming because these people, officers, business people, who will be carrying their activity, they need some support from some others at the lowest level, simple works, physical labor, which involve physical labor. So that physical labor, to extend that physical labor, being capital, Delhi attracted many people from different parts. And these people will come and they will settle, they will make their settlement in different parts of the city. This brings a problem to the civic bodies or municipal corporations or municipal councils to administer, to carry on their administration, to administer these cities, because most of them will be making their settlements unplanned, without any planning. And they will be emerging as unauthorized colonies, where government will not give any recognition to them. When something is identified as an unauthorized colony, naturally government will not give any facilities like safe drinking water, electricity and so on. And what is this? These people will be making their settlements where the land is available free. But what will be the problem is, generally any city or a town will have a master plan. What is this master plan? It is a blueprint, Nana. Blueprint means It will be like, see, this is the area extension of extended area of community. So there will be blueprint made. Here is bus station, here is railway station. So this will be municipal. This is municipal office. Okay. So here will be fish market. That is crossing the this one, particular bus stand and so on. We'll go to fish market. Here fish market should be there, and here vegetable market should be there. But in a blueprint, we will make it out. It will allocate places for different activities. Certain area will be allocated, there only educational institutions will be there in that area. In the certain area, administrative aspects like collectorate or some offices, MRO office, MDO office, and a court, maybe municipal court, subordinate court or district court. Areas will be allocated, judicial zone. There, court employees residences, judges residences, and some legal practice. When they are there, legal practitioners, that is, lawyers will be, advocates will be there living in and around them. So in this way, an industrial area, certain area will be allocated for industrial, certain area for entertainment. Means there are only totally entertainment related aspects will be there, parks, amusement parks, theatres, got it, auditoriums, got it. Apart from that, certain area will be allocated for sports, pavilion ground, or Sardar Patel stadium, which we see. So in this way, there are all stadiums, indoor stadiums, outdoor stadiums, all related to sports and games will be there. In this way, every city and town will have a plan, designed well. It will be designed well, keeping in view the needs of present and also future. Today's needs and also coming time, expected population growth. How to meet the needs of that increasing population, like safe drinking water, road transportation, electricity, and drainage, garbage clearance, dumping of garbage, where we have to make the dumping yard. These all will be planned for not only today, but coming 30 years, keeping in coming 30 years, they will be planned. And why this plan is required? If you know what is the population of the particular town and what it will be increasing coming 30 years, we can make arrangements and allocations according to that. If power is required, how we have to do this? How we have to get power? We have to get power from Vijayawada Thermal Power Station or Kottagudem Thermal Power Station. We will be making a plan. What is a plan? Is that plan is essential for everyone. As an individual also, we all require a plan. If we plan, all those people who got a success, you see, whatever the field they may be, they organize themselves, they plan themselves well. Putting a goal task and they plan themselves. Like that only a city also will have a plan, a design, a blueprint, allocating different areas for different activities. And when they allocate this, not today, coming 30 years it will be thinking about. Coming 30 years. And what happened? What is the amount of electricity required? What quantity of water is required to safe drinking water, to supply safe drinking water? Where we can get, whether Muneru is not going to feed, Paler we are getting water from for Khammam. Paler will get from Nagarjuna Sagar. Nagarjuna Sagar water will be coming into Paler, from Paler it will be coming into Khammam, Muneru to come our home. So whatever the 30 years back resources are there, they are not sufficient for Khammam now. 30 years back, the population of Khammam is something hardly 50,000, 60,000 something. Now 5 times it increases, 3 lakhs it became. So, how to cater the needs? It became a Khammam council, became a corporation. Got it? Yeah. So when this Khammam council became a corporation, we have to give why many education institutions came, many medical and healthcare hospitals sprouted out, and industrial activity also increased because granites, which we don't know before 1982, Jagmohan Dalmia came and started Khammam granites factory over here. Till that time, the local people don't know there is huge availability of natural resource called granite, black granite, high quality granite. Once people started coming to know, much entrepreneurship happened, and almost all there are 500 to 1,000 granite industries. Many laborers, physical laborers who extend physical labor, they come from different parts, even Rajasthan, UP. They come and settle in this industry only. Many people come for selling marble from Rajasthan. And some Patels will came and settle down in Triton area, who will be carrying on the timber depots, wood supplying for domestic purpose or for the baking benches and all these, or window panes and so on. In this way, different people came and different people will settle down. Got it? A place will attract in course of time. And what we made, our plan is made for that 30,000 people or 1 lakh people we made, but it became 3 lakhs. And in this more unauthorized colonies only, means which don't have official recognition, which are not authorized. And when they are not authorized, government can't provide this power or safe drinking water, drainage system, or maintaining hygiene over there. It's not possible to the governments, because out of the plan, authorities can't do that. Why it is happening? Because people come and the master plan is made now. Delhi, it made, these conditions made the respective local bodies to change their master plan thrice. Why? Because they allocated some place for grounds, sports and games. They allocated some place for what we can call entertainment and recreation. There, these people who came from other parts of the country, and they started making their jhompadi or their what we can call tents. First, then after slowly tent became into a small home. Then after it became a building, and slowly they turned into residential areas. Another is colonies. And now again a master plan should be made. Again mentioning allocating places for market, vegetable market, non-vegetarian market. Wuhan, you got seen totally non-vegetarian market where the virus took its birth. It is what we can call suspected virus. So that took birth in Wuhan flesh market and non-vegetarian market. It is it. So in this way, separate markets will be there. Fruits market, but different markets for gold and silver shops somewhere, textile shops somewhere. A beautiful accommodation will be given. Gandhiganj gold complex is there. There are only gold makers, gold ornament makers, goldsmith will be there. So in this way it will be made. When it is made, some mother come and occupy that place. Again we have to change the plan and some allocation. By the time that allocation gets implemented, some more people come and settle over there. Delhi's population from 1950s it got increased by somewhere 20 lakhs to now 1 crore 60 lakhs, means 8-fold increase was there. Increase is there, 8 times it got increased. Going on increasing population, authorities can't implement. Why authorities can't implement? Before these people come and occupy this. See, when authorities are ready to implement certain things, funds are not released. By the time funds released, these people came and settled. And authorities want to evict them. When they want to vacate them, the people will be running to the fellows who are in power, and political involvement, political patronage will be there. That our leader will call to the officer, "Hey boss, why are you touching those people? Those all are people belonging to our party, and you can't touch them." And authorities are no, they can't implement the law very strong because he is a power party politician. He goes, if we don't listen, he goes and complains to the MLA or minister. Again, ministers will come into the action, and he will say that who are you to stop them? Who are you to evict them? They are our people, our vote. Because they see people as vote bank politicians. Or some people will be offering money. That is, sir, this 10,000 they give colony people. 100 people are there, 100 into 10. 10,000 they will be collecting and they will be handing out to certain political leader. And that political leader will go to the minister. A minister will come to the action and say that there are our people, don't touch them. In this way, unauthorized illegal colonies will be increasing. Of course, these people are very important in extending services now. They extend very valuable services to the people. Of course, but certain areas are allocated for them to stay. That areas they have to live, but they will not do that because of political support. They will be making in the middle of the city or somewhere. You see, Lenin Nagar hillock is there in Khammam near Bus Depot. One day it is totally locked, now it is totally occupied. Occupied by them, again these people went to Ramanagutta, near bypass road, and there again they started settlements. Got it? So what happens? Governments can't provide, then there is no plan now. How to send pipelines to that Ramanagutta or Lenin Nagar? Governments have to make checkout plan. If it is there in the prior made plan, they can make. But prior made plan is something, now happening is something. So all master plans get spoiled out. And that made Delhi to make 3 master plans, but successfully they could not implement till the day. When authorities are serious about it, politicians are not serious. And politicians are ready, authorities are not have concern. And people don't have. So this is the problem with increasing settlements in urban areas. Tomorrow we'll be looking into urbanization. What is urbanization? And so on. Thank you all for listening, and please note the key points after listening the recorded videos. Thank you. In your notes, you make a note down. Any important map pointing and something is there, I'll be mentioning. Do that map pointing and paste in your running notes. Thank you all.